E fala galera, beleza? Aqui é Roxfire jogando Vampyr. Jonathan, o vampirão da meia-noite, Wacom, que é capaz de mudar o destino de todas as pessoas da cidade. Acho que é Londres isso aqui. Whitechapel e a demais. Bom, teve aqui uma sonequinha. Deixa eu ver o que eu posso fazer. Olha, quer dizer que se eu entrar no beco, perco o foco, né? Que não consigo. Que legal. Que covardia, velho. Vamos brincar direito, né?
Crawl back to the hell that spawned you. Remember your vows, friend. Watch out! It's fire!
Pegou ainda.
Shit, that leech is fast!
Nada, eu vou pro começo. Eles estavam batendo nessa porta aqui. Quarentena.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Bom, não dá pra entrar pela porta, mas dá pra entrar por aqui. Essa fachada alta. Purifique o primeiro foco. Então aqui é o primeiro foco. Vamos ver.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Ainda tem gente aqui. Deixa eu ir pra lá, então eu posso mexer aqui no quarto. Tá ofuscada a pessoa? Provavelmente.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Tá louca, velho. cuidado nos veneninhos. Fica, né? Não, não, não.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
A outra lá tá desse jeito, aquela escola. Carta da Escola de Atuação de Fletcher. Querida Elsa, é com grande alegria que confirmo por meio desta carta sua admissão como estudante particular em minha escola de atuação. A breve cena que apresentou graciosamente na semana passada me convenceu de que você tem tudo para ser atriz de verdade. Talento, estatura e coragem. Como um estudante particular, você receberá treinamento e instrução pessoal. Eu acredito na imersão total para despertar todo o potencial dos alunos e, devido à intensidade dessas sessões, você será convidado a permanecer na escola por tempo integral. Por isso, peço que lembre-se de trazer trajes noturnos e quaisquer outros itens necessários para passar uma semana na minha escola. Atenciosamente, Doris Fletcher. Ah, senhorita Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. We meet again, Mr. Kimura, in a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed, still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
What can you tell me about your abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
What did he say about voices?
He constantly whined about the voice of his master, ordering him to do terrible things. He wanted to silence the voice by offering blood. My blood.
And why didn't he sacrifice you?
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point. He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical term.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I was a landlord. A wealthy one. And not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this sudden epiphany? Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets. I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was abducted.
Tell me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I dunno. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy to get close to you?
No. In his madness, he spoke about a blood sacrifice to be made to his master when the stars align to a specific configuration.
Yes, astronomy is a fascinating subject. When I was a child, my mother bought a small telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the key to our understanding of the cosmos. They remind us how insignificant we are.
You're right. But children love magic and stories. I remember our mother told us constellations have the power to protect us.
Protection by the light of the stars. That's sweet. You remember the name of these constellations?
Que acho que não vai fazer muita diferença, não faz?
Draco. My favorite constellation.
Memory's a strange thing. I can recite without hesitation the names of the 88 constellations. Yet I barely remember my own childhood.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown, Tadao?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was once a member of poetry circles and an astronomy club? We were young, such joyful dreamers then. But I stopped laughing long ago.
Have you heard anything from your family?
I was not only a bad landlord, I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years. Busy, busy, busy.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them. But don't be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reed. Well, I'll keep your warning in mind.
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reed, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters from now on.
There is no need to thank me. Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary, though I'm afraid it may appear so in these difficult times.
You did not only rescue me, you fought for me. You put your life in danger to save me. That's quite extraordinary.
How will you cope if you're attacked again?
I don't know. I've heard about these men and women who patrol the West End every night, chasing criminals like my abductor. Maybe I should join them.
Isso não foi lá muito bom. Eu já peguei todas? Foi, eu peguei todas. Cara, não tem nenhum círculo social. Tá saudável. Tá em recuperação. Vamos enfeitiçar esse baitola. 4.000 de XP.
My family. I will never see them again. Will they ever know I died here? Will they remember me?
Menos um NPC. Ah, velho. Tchau. Isso pra você, gatona. Tem um pulo alto. Ah, velho, como eu odeio essa porqueira de explosão. Querido, obrigado por este perfume maravilhoso e pelo casaco de pele. Mal posso esperar para sentir suas mãos acariciando minha pele trêmula, pois você, meu herói, fez com que eu me sinta desejada. Por favor, volte logo para mim, estou morrendo de vontade de descansar meu corpo sobre o seu peito. Sim, meu amor, meu precioso, volte para mim e eu lhe prometo uma noite de paixão eterna e desenfreada. Neste momento estou vestindo apenas os presentes que me deu. Assim, meu corpo arde por você e mal posso esperar para vê-lo mergulhar no desejo insaciável. Chamada Doris Fletcher. Os dois se
So the
transformaram...
husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Os dois tiveram um envolvimento com Doris Fletcher. Certo.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Ela tá me flertando, velho.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Tô dizendo. Tô levando o nome de Beloved. A ameaça dos Icors. De todos os Skulls, vis e profanos que eu tive de enfrentar, o Icor ou Icor é o pior, não por causa de suas habilidades de combate, muito embora ela seja um oponente perigoso, nem por sua esperteza ou sagacidade de surpreender. A força de um Icor está na brutalidade e eficiência de seus objetivos: espalhar doenças, epidemias e contagiar tudo ao seu redor. O Icor é uma encarnação viva dos vírus e das infecções. Por onde eles passam, doenças aparecem e se espalham intensamente. É como se o seu propósito nessa terra fosse trazer pragas e epidemias, como se ele contaminasse tudo com a própria pele. Icors são espertos, traiçoeiros, malignos e ferozes, e conseguem resistir a muitos ferimentos. Os Icors se deleitam em muitas atitudes nefastas, como contaminar fontes de água potável, banquetes e estoques de alimentos, pois faz parte da natureza pútrida e perversa deles, mas por serem tão raros, muitos poucos se sabe sobre eles. A Irmandade Dolente acredita que eles não podem ser considerados vampiros, nem Skulls, mas sim outra coisa. Tudo que eu sei é que Icors precisam ser destruídos a qualquer custo, assim que forem descobertos. De conhecer teus inimigos por Cal Eldritch, líder de Prevan. A história de Ascalon completada, olha aí que legal. Falta só a guarda de Prevan.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Caraca, coitado, caiu aqui.
It's locked, all right.
Carta de suicídio. Não aguento mais a dor. É como se todo meu corpo estivesse se desintegrando desde que aquela vadia me infectou. Já faz dias que ela não sai do quarto, distribuindo ordens por meio de bilhetinhos e ensaiando apenas à noite. Eu testemunhei um dos tais ensaios. Ela entra no palco, furiosa e cheia de ódio, e fica cuspindo e resmungando sobre sua beleza evanescente. A vadia está infectada, podre até o miolo, e planejando infectar todo mundo neste lugar, e depois toda a população de Londres. A próxima peça estreará pouco antes de dezembro, e até lá, todos os funcionários do teatro serão fantoches, forçados a servir suas tramas malignas. Ela com certeza já encontrou alguma maneira de infectar nossa água e nossa comida, já que todos começaram a adoecer depois da refeição que ela nos preparou na última segunda-feira. Quero que a pessoa que encontrar este bilhete saiba que só me matei para fugir do inferno na terra que esse lugar se tornou. Que Deus tenha piedade de mim e da minha alma imortal, já que me recusei a ser cúmplice dessa atrocidade. Não sei quem foi, mas foi bem altruísta a senhora. Bem digna. Aqui é os bastidores do teatro.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to spurn her soiled.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Porra, esse vídeo é chato pra cacete, velho.
Will they adore me again when they share my fate? For I have been raised through hate. But I offer only love.
Skol. Parou a atuação, tio?
Alas, poor Doris.
Tem mais embaixo ainda. Que bosta.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
Ela luta com
I
espada.
summon thee, my children of the night. Fight! Nay! Touché, sir. Ha! I smell your fear. Your hand is shaking. My beloved, die for the love of me. Your blood will be mine. I smell your fear. Your hand is shaking. On guard. Arise and save your queen, my slaves. Touché, sir.
Caralho!
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince. Your hand is shaking. I smell your fear.
O HP que tá baixo
Come
mesmo.
to me, my servants. Avenge! On guard. Touché, sir. I smell you. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of sheep.
Nossa, velho.
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
Nossa.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon!
Caramba, velho.
Arise and save your queen, my slave.
Nossa.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
What you just said.
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skull infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Novo diário de Doris Fletcher. Logo subirei ao palco de novo, os ensaios estão quase chegando ao fim. Meus lacaios estão reunidos ao meu redor, prontos para seguir todos os meus comandos. Logo, meu público retornará, pronto para aplaudir minha arte. Jovens, belos, meu público sadio, eles retornarão para suas famílias, suas lindas casas e suas vidas felizes, encantados pela minha apresentação, chocados por meu disfarce, tocados por minha graça, um legado infeccioso. Eles espalharão a doença, um, por fim transformando-se, e eu serei a rainha amada mais uma vez. Eles nunca me perdoarão e terei minha vingança de truque sujo que o destino me reservou.
Keep an eye on each other.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. Called them Icors.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Bom pessoal, vou deixar esse vídeo por aqui. Quem gostou dá um like, favorita o vídeo, compartilha ele com os amigos, deixa um comentário avaliando e se você não é inscrito no canal, faça as honras da casa, se inscreva. Beleza? Valeu e abraço para todos vocês. Tchau!